Are you thinking about becoming a preschool teacher? Well, here are a few things you might want to consider before you do. I searched the internet to find things that teachers wish they knew before taking the job. These apply mainly to preschool teachers, but could apply to becoming a regular teacher as well. And I threw a few of my own thoughts from teaching in as well. One of the first things that you want to realize is that teaching the first couple weeks is exhausting. But after those first couple weeks, everything kind of settles down, you get into a routine, and it's a great year. So make it through those first couple weeks. You know you're going to be tired, but it's going to get better. Along with this, there is often a lot of extra work outside of the classroom that you might be doing at home or before or after school time. Just know that there will be things that you will most likely have to work on outside of your teaching time. Number 2 is that it's really important to set up your teaching rules and your routine at the very beginning of the year. When I was in a classroom, even though I was teaching 3s, I ran my classroom day 1 pretty much like I wanted it to run throughout the year. So it was very tiring those first couple of days because we were constantly going over the rules and constantly reminding the students of what was okay to do in class, what we were not going to do, and setting up that routine. I might have changed a few things for that first couple of weeks to make it a little easier, but for the most part, I tried to set up that routine at the very beginning, and that helped the year go so much smoother. Number 3, teaching in the classroom is a lot more about teaching social skills than it is about teaching academics at the preschool level. The academics are important, and you definitely want to do that in your classroom. But there is an enormous amount of teaching time spent on learning social skills. This is something that is really important for them to learn at this age. And it's something that you are going to want to take the time to incorporate into your day and into your schedule, whether it be planned social skill learning or just learning as you go throughout your day. And this leads me to my next point, that your day and your schedule has to be flexible. It's really good to have a set schedule, but you will also want to be flexible throughout your day for anything that might arise. Another thing that you might not realize that you will have to do as a preschool teacher is teach those basic life skills. So a lot of times you realize in your group setting that you don't have time to help each child do certain things because you have a classroom full of students. One thing that you will want to teach them near the beginning of school is how to do the basic skills on their own. This includes opening items at lunch, putting their own coats on, helping them learn how to do a zipper, putting their own shoes on. There are many skills that if you only have 1 or 2 children, you can help them do, but these are skills that when you have a group of children, is really important for them to do on their own. Because of this, it's really important to take that time at the beginning and teach them how to do those things, or encourage the parents to help you by teaching those things at home so that when they're in the classroom, you're able to do those things a little quicker so you can get to those things on your schedule and make the most of your learning time. Another thing that's really important to know, and one thing that I found so helpful, is to always plan more than you need. There are many times that students might work quickly through a lesson, or you might find that you have extra time in your day because of a scheduling conflict, or maybe you weren't able to go to music because the music teacher was sick and you just need time to fill. Because of this, it's better to have things on your schedule that you can use to fill in, or maybe even just a backup activity to have in your classroom that you can throw in at any time. I always wanted to be over-prepared rather than under because it makes your day go a lot smoother. Something else to know is that this job is a very physically demanding job. There are times where you will rarely have a chance to sit down. Depending on the age you teach, it really depends on how active they are and what you will be doing in the classroom. But let me tell you, I was real close to getting my steps in for the day before I left the classroom. And the next thing is be prepared to get messy. A lot of arts and crafts that you do in a preschool setting involve getting messy with paint, glitter, Play-Doh, anything you can think of that kids love to play with, but most of the time is messy. The kids love it. I, as a teacher, loved it, honestly, because it wasn't too hard to clean up. And it was fun for the kids and for me to have that playtime in the classroom. Along with this, another tip is to bring a set of extra clothes. I cannot tell you how many times I wish I had a set of extra clothes or a set of extra shoes to wear at school, either because of a messy art project, a child getting sick, anything being spilled on you. It's always nice to have extra clothes. So maybe pack a few to take with you if you're going to be a preschool teacher. And lastly, before you become a preschool teacher, know that it's okay to try new things and to not do everything the same as your coworkers or other teachers that you are teaching with. It's okay to figure out what works best for you in your classroom. Not every teacher does things the same way, and that's okay because you have to do what works best for you and your students. Make the classroom your own. Teaching can be one of the most rewarding jobs. So I hope that these thoughts and tips help you have a great year and make your teaching position even more positive and exciting. And if you're a teacher or have been teaching in preschool, let us know what you wish you knew before you started teaching in the comments below. And if you want more art and activity ideas that go with different themes, subscribe to this channel. And check out this video on a fun winter-themed sensory bin that you can do in your classroom. Thanks for watching. See you next time.